and, hopefully on the long term gain some business and let people know what my company's value can be to them.
So let's do this, because someone may be driving down the road or they just tuned in. So tell our listeners how they get in touch with you, Janet, if they have a question.
The best way is you can email either info@equinebillingservices.com, and there is an S on service. I have many services, I tell people. So it's either Janet@equinebillingservices.com or info@equinebillingservices.com.
All right. So if you just tuned in, we're talking about equine billing services. Like Janet just said, Janet Rizzo is my guest. But you know what? I have to back up because I didn't give the tip of the week, but I think you gave some great tips already. But let me just back up for a minute before we go to a break in a couple of minutes. And I want to give the rootedjourney.com, Macaulay Topash. She's a holistic health coach. She's a chef. She's a wellness enthusiast. And check out her website as well, therootedjourney.com. I made her homemade coconut yogurt this week. It's really, really simple. It's so good for you. And as Janet and I were just saying, and Janet's so good at this, she's talking about pushing pause because she's been trapped in her house for almost a month now.
Absolutely.
And she's doing the social distancing with her husband, who's a professional orthopedic surgeon, you said?
Yes.
And your daughter, and you're there doing what you're supposed to do. But you're busy as a bee, and you have to take care of yourself, too. So I'm sure that I hope you're taking the time. You and I are busy because of tax season with the appraisals, and you with your equine billing services and helping people navigate through this crazy time. But what are you doing, Janet? Are you taking care of yourself, eating homemade coconut yogurt? Salted macadamia nut chocolate chip cookies?
Exactly. No. We're on a pretty healthy kick here at our house because the tendency is to do things we shouldn't be doing. So I'm lucky enough to have the equipment that I need in my home. So we're down in the gym and doing Peloton bikes every day, and planning our meal preparation and being really thoughtful about what we're doing to our bodies. But like you said, we're athletes. I want to come back and I want to hit the ground running when we can, right?
When you able to go back to the barn? I mean, are you able to go back to the barn anytime soon, or can you?
I don't know. It's a little unknown at this time. My barn where I ride is in the process of, shipping the horses back up north and kind of making a plan what they're going to do up here that might be different from Florida. I have placed one horse, as you know. It's the best opportunity, the best timing for him, being that if I'm not able to do anything for a few months.
Al Pacino, what a cool horse.
Mr. Al, very cool horse.
What do you call him? Do you call him Al?
Yeah, I call him Al. Allie Boy P.
He's got such a nice eye, such a nice horse.
Such a kind horse. And really, when you talk about, bomb-proof, he's the one you can be riding in the ring and the truck comes up and the air brakes go and he doesn't notice. As a matter of fact, I was walking in Florida from the barn where I ride back to the tent stalls, and you have to pass by somebody's house pretty closely on this little path, and the air conditioner unit kicked on. Well, I spooked as the rider. I was like, I don't think he ever noticed. He just kept going. And I'm like, wow, that's why this horse is worth his weight in gold to some either underprivileged or handicapped program or something like that, because he can really be an asset to people like that, where they can concentrate on just the connection between the rider and the horse and not have to worry about the outside world.
And as we were talking, Ellen Healy runs an amazing program, Glen Air Equestrian program down in Lumberton, New Jersey, and the farm is absolutely gorgeous, and she's a special person, and her trainer is a special person. They, I think, oh my gosh, like I said, she set that up many, many years ago. She called me with the vision, and it's just amazing to see, but she's got some big eck horses and horses like your horse that has been to Wellington and has been champion, has done, he did his job, and now he's going to get to go do another job.
Absolutely.
And like you said, he's going to go and he's going to bless a child's heart. It's such an important piece. So here we have this connection of all of us doing our part. You as a donor, you are the person that is charitable, making this gift to a not-for-profit. The not-for-profit is doing their job. This horse has another place in his life and he's going to touch so many children's lives. And a lot of these children that go to Glen Eyre, they could be in their teenage years. Many of the children are different ages, but what is not, more of a blessing to go to the barn and be able to, like you just said, focus on just being one with the horse. But
absolutely,
yeah,
it's so important.
We have to go to a break. Don't touch that dial. We're going to come back. We're talking to Janet Rizzo right now, our special guest from Equine Billing Services. Don't touch the dial, but we'll be back just in a moment.
Hi, this is Don Oriolo, welcoming you to Blue Arrow Farm, 86 Glenwood Road in beautiful Pine Island, New York. You'll love our outdoor entertainment. Check out our happy bees in our apiary. They make great honey. And come see our horses from our horse rescue. We also grow hops, hay, and we feature a butterfly sanctuary. Book your special events at Blue Arrow, outside or inside our beautifully restored barns. For more information, you can go to Facebook/Blue Arrow.
This is Orange County Sheriff Carl Du Bois, and I need you to listen to this very important message. We are asking for everyone's assistance to help stop the spread of COVID-19 coronavirus and help keep everyone safe, especially the most vulnerable members of our communities. Under Governor Cuomo's executive order, all non-essential gatherings of individuals of any size and for any reason are banned. This includes any type of close quarters gatherings in any location, indoors or out. Maintain a social distance of 6 feet or more, and you should only travel for essential purposes. Please follow these guidelines to help us stop the spread of COVID-19 in our communities until the public health emergency is over. If you are aware of any gatherings or conditions that could be a danger to public safety, reports can be made by calling 833-789-0740. And remember that people with serious pre-existing health conditions are the most vulnerable. By following the governor's executive order, you can help save lives.
Hi, this is Michael Newhart, Mayor of the Village of Warwick, inviting you to tune in every Thursday at 11 a.m. to Village Life and learn about the village happenings. Call and share your ideas, comments, and suggestions, and be part of the show with me and Mary Kalura.
This is Jeff Berkman, and I invite you to tune in on WTVQ for the Jeff Berkman Show on the Wednesday Roundtable on Orange Free Radio. Free for you to express your opinions, and we're willing to discuss it with you. WTVQ.
Good morning. We're back in the studio, WGHT in New Jersey, and I am just so excited because I just listened to some messages on the break about social gathering, and if anyone could see me right now because of this, I'm breaking the rules. I got Sophia sitting on my lap, little black cat, and I got two dogs, and they're both right next to me, but I guess that doesn't count. But I got Janet Rizzo from Equine Billing Services as my special guest. And Janet, I'm actually on my computer looking at something I want you to check out. It's called therootedjourney.com, and I'm looking at creamy coconut turmeric tonic. So you shared something very personal that I didn't know about something that you deal with on a daily basis. You're a busy lady. You ride horses. You're active. But I think you'd really like this creamy coconut turmeric tonic or chocolate hemp smoothie.
That might be good.
Yeah, so turmeric is really good for all those aches and pains that we have or the things that our bodies deal with. But I do appreciate you being with us right now.
Well, thank you for having me. I appreciate a little bit of a change from what my normal used to be Saturday lineup would be riding or horse showing or doing something like that. Or
are you going through withdrawals? Are you going through like not being able to be with the horses? How many horses do you have?
I am, but I have to be honest. Any horse that I'm involved with is always placed at an establishment where I know they can be well taken care of with or without me. Okay. Because of MS and me having some limitations, I never know when those limitations are going to arise. So I might have a week where I can't ride or I shouldn't ride, and then several weeks where I can. So any of my horses are always placed in establishments where I know I don't have to worry. And I have such a high degree of confidence. I'm lucky enough to ride at a very established farm up in New Jersey and Florida. I ride it with Stonehead Stables and Beacon Hill, and top quality places where I don't have to worry about my
So you're with
horse.
Max and Tiffany.
I am.
Oh my God! So Max, Max is amazing.
I love him, and
Me too.
Training Max Amaya, my daughter, his brother Vic Amaya, and very close, to the whole crew and their relations also with, Stacia and Krista and whatnot at Beacon Hill, and their home staff. I think that's the other thing when I can't travel to a horse show and be at the higher end and doing all that running and whatnot, still running a home and an office. I am confident when my horse stays home that it's taken care of and that I can go ride him. And then I have a young horse that's actually just being started under saddle out with Karen Pound in Pennsylvania. Again, an establishment and people that I know my horse is taking care of. And I have a retired...
Karen? What part of Pennsylvania is Karen in?
What is she exactly? She's around near Devon, not far from Devon.
Okay.
So that general location. And then I have a retired horse out in that same area, a good friend's yard with 3 other horses, enjoying life. And again, places where I don't have to worry. So yes, I'm going through personal withdrawal, but I don't worry about my horses. And also horses are a big part of therapy for multiple sclerosis as well. It really works on your core and your balance and your focus and whatnot, which are all extremely important. And actually, the longer I go without riding, I see the negative impact it has on my balance. Yeah. So for those reasons, I'm anxious to get back. And, it all makes us happy. But I think that, like I was saying with communication from the barn, see, I have my helper, too. I have little Carter helping me in my office.
Now, I hear him bark, so what is Carter? What is he?
Carter's a Morkie, and he's my little travel companion and goes every place with me and thinks that now he wants to be on the radio, too. But
hey, buddy, say hello to us, because I'm with Boo, Phoebe, and Sophia sitting on my lap.
I have my other 3 downstairs with my husband and my daughter. But,
other 3 dogs?
Again, yeah, we only have 4.
Oh, just 4.
It's just 4. So the Morkie was my daughter's bright idea in college, and although I told her that wasn't a good idea. He's now my dog. Yeah, but I think that, for a lot of people, I think communication with their barn is why they're doing what they're doing and the needs and letting us all be ready. And, the actuality is people are worried about, I can't ride, I can't prepare, I can't. Well, nobody's going to horse shows. Nobody's doing anything. So it's not like you're at any huge disadvantage. So I think we all just have to take a step back and say, you know what, we're lucky to have horses in our lives, and let's really look at what they provide us emotionally, physically, and what they provide people who run the business in terms of their income stream. And let's really kind of think about how we're going to do this effectively and how we're going to regroup when this is over and all be able to get back and do what we love and our common bond, which is horses.
Yeah, it's just really a crazy time right now, and all of us, I like what you said, the tip of the day. Let's take it and let's utilize this time for refocusing. And for your business, Equine Billing Services with an S, because you do so many services. You not only consult, you help people do their bookkeeping, you help people get organized.
Payroll is a big one in our industry.
Oh, my goodness. For
people to be able to call or send me a text on a Sunday from a horse show or on a Friday or any day, any time, and I'll text them, payroll as usual. And it's a yes, payroll as usual. No, so-and-so didn't come in this week. Right? So barn people, when they're at horse shows on a Sunday, that's the last thing. And we're kind of also, I think what we're seeing, too, is after this, it's talk about paradigm shifts and how things are going to change. I think paper contact between people, person to person, is going to be diminished.
Oh, absolutely.
So to be able to do direct deposits or have your paycheck sent from another source, or back in the old days, I remember people standing in line to get their paychecks with the barn owner writing out physical checks on a Sunday. Well, that's no more. and it shouldn't be. So again, morphing businesses into a better way of practicing one